Stop number 24 on the Castrol GTX Cup Series brings us to nighttime racing at Bristol Motor Speedway. If you want bumper-to-bumper racing, you got it. You want door-handle-to-door handle racing, you got it. You want all that excitement in short track racing, you got it. Tonight at Bristol Motor Speedway, it's the running of the Busch 500 as we're set for 75 laps of racing on this half mile high banked racetrack. And it's an always exciting race as well too. On the pole for today's race, it is Laura Chung, the number 38 M&M's Ford. She's alongside car number 55. It's Quentin Moore, who won Talladega this season, the second Talladega race this season. He is on the outside. Second row, car number 2, Dylan Young, 3-timer this season so far. He's flanked by Seth Cole, who won at Richmond this season. Third row has car 24, Charles Sanford, a 2-timer this season so far. He's alongside number 4. It's William Brock in the Kodak Max Chevrolet, looking for the Bristol sweep. He won the day race. He also won the first Pocono race, and he also won the Brickyard 400. So he's going for 3 wins, or he's going for his 4th win this season, I should say, tonight. Fourth row, I should say, has number 22, Dylan Poteet, a winner twice so far. He's alongside car number 43. It's Mike Becker in the Cheerios Dodge. Next row is number 25, James Henry, and number 10, that is the car of Matt McIntyre. Row 6 has Levi McIntyre in the Office Depot Ford, excuse me. He's flanked by car number 32, that is Zachary Fitzwater. Next row down has car number 40, Phil Parker, and number 26, Trent Dunham. Next row down has number 97, Jesse Turner, who won Martinsville this season, and he's alongside Cole Deaver, winner at the Watkins Glen this season, and the GM Goodwrench Chevrolet. Next row is 31, James Sykes, and 48, Paul Minnick. Next row down, Kyle Matthews, number 42, the Texaco Haviland Dodge. He's flanked by car number 18, that is the car of Nathan Ormond. Next row down has car 33, that is the car of Daniel Bouchard, and beside him will be Cement Oscon. Next row down has car number 20, Joshua Osborne, and number 88, Keith Batson. Next row down has car number 7, that is Alexander Rowe, and number 6, that's Ryan George. Then it's number 19, Ryan Brommer, and 21, Roberto Crown Jr. Next row down has number 15, Allison Rain, and beside her is number 8, Amanda Evans. Then it's number 45, that's it's Christian Vargas, I should say, excuse me. And beside him, number 44, Tito McCoy. Then it's Clint Buchanan, number 1, fresh off of that top 10 run at Michigan, last race in the tour. He's flanked by car number 29, that is Ryan Butcher. Next row down his number 71, Gabby Conklin, and number 12, it is Zach Winkle starting shotgun. Number 41, Wes McCoy, and starting dead last, Jessica Shelton. Be fun to see her trying to come up through the field here at Bristol. Number 17, Carhartt Ford. So that's your starting lineup for tonight's Busch 500 at Bristol Motor Speedway. As we mentioned, 75 laps of racing here on this .533 mile racetrack. Your in-car cameras today will be carried by Charles Sanford, Jessica Shelton, and Trent Dunham. Those will be our 3 in-car cameras for today's race here at Bristol. And we forgot to mention Dylan Poteet actually has won 4 times this season so far. I forgot to mention he also won the last race we brought to you on tour at Michigan in the Champion Spark Plug 400. So we'll see what happens here, and as we're all set for racing here today. As the fans are in anticipation for the command of fire the engines, which will happen here in just a few seconds from now, as 40 cars get set for racing at the track they call Thunder Valley here at Bristol.
3, 2, 1, gentlemen, start your engines.
Commands begin to fire the engines as we get set for racing here today. As the pace car moves the field down for the pace lap, we'll be back for the start of the race right after this here at Bristol. Pace car now ducks off on the pit road here. Laura Chung and Quentin Moore leads into the start-finish line for Green Flag Racing, and the Busch 500 is underway here at Bristol. They always say nighttime is the right time, and no place is it true. Then right here at Bristol Motor Speedway, as Laura Chung leads the field through turns 3 and 4, Dylan Young trying to get that first lap led here, and he will do so. Dylan Young leads the first lap here at Bristol. Then it's Chung second. Third is Charles Samper. Fourth position is Dylan Poteet with Seth Cullen fifth. And Laura Chung now moves inside. She says I didn't get to lead the first lap, and I'm PO'd about it here. And she moves inside, trying to take the lead first lap, try to take the lead again. And she'll do so, and Laura will lead her first lap here on lap number 3. And you got the Dylan nose to tail here, Young in second and Poteet in third. A pair of Dodges chasing that Ford as they go through turns number 3 and 4 now. And now Dylan Young tries once again to take the lead from Chung. Does not do so this time. Here comes Poteet, who's been one of the dominant cars this season so far. Having won 3 times so far, he and... Oh! And James Henry has spun coming on the backstretch here on the... While running in 4th position, and he is going to get his car back going. And no yellow. A tough break for James Henry. Now he's going to try to move his way back up to the field here today. Here as Dylan Young moves back to the 3rd position now. Levi McIntyre at the 4th in the number 99 car. Phil Parker's 5th. 6th is Jesse Turner. 7th is James Sykes. 8th is Charles Samper, who gets off the wall. And whoa! William Brock with center punch Charles in the back. Yellow flag flies for the first time here today. And I see some damage to the front of Keith Batson's car number 88, the Quality Care Ford. Not sure what happened. There's what happened to cause the yellow flag to fly. The 12 of Zach Winkle and the 41 of Wes McCoy got together in the 41 car, and then whoa, Keith goes right into the inside wall on the backstretch here. Drives up the track right in front of Amanda Evans, taps the back of the 21 car of Roberto Crown Jr. And then Ryan George and the 25 of James Henry crashes into Batson both. And that's the second incident that James Henry's been in, because he spun just about a few laps earlier, and then this just adds insult to injury for James Henry's night, and we're just on the 7th lap of this race. But tough break for everybody caught up in the crash here. Keith Batson was running 29th when this all happened too. He's not out of it yet, though. He's running 37th right now, but the back end shortened on that Ford Quality Care Taurus. And you see the hood. There you see the number 4 car, Sands hood. William Brock had center punched the back of Charles Sanford's car, coming to the caution flag to take the yellow flag. And that thus the number 4 car is now without a front hood on that Kodak Max Chevrolet. James Henry, of course, is retired out of the race. I'm sure he's thinking, I've had enough of this, and he is probably. And that's the thing with James Henry. He's had some great cars this season so far, just has not been able to manifest itself to victory. And he hopes one day it will. As Keith Batson has gone back on the pit road, looks like. We'll follow the 88 car along. There he is. As the KAB Enterprises crew goes to work on that number 88 Quality Care Ford. Unscheduled pit stop for Keith Batson. We'll see if that puts him out of the race or not right after this. Back at Bristol Motor Speedway, and that incident does not put Keith Batson out of the race. He's gonna try to make up what he can in this race here, and maybe count on some attrition possibly for the as race goes on. But Keith Batson on the inside lane now trying to well, it looks like he may just come. He may be coming back down pit road again. And Keith is coming back down on pit road, so at a very slow pace too. Careful there, Keith. So as Keith Benson makes it on pit road, we're about to get back under green flag here, racing here as we're back at racing on lap number 13. Laura Chung's your leader. Second is Dylan Poteet. Third, Dylan Young. Fourth is Levi McIntyre, and Phil Parker runs in fifth position. And here comes Poteet back to the inside. Tries to take the lead, but nothing doing. And now Dylan Young tries inside number 2, and he's going to bring Levi McIntyre with him in number 99. And whoa, Chung in order to be 3 wide. Chung slid up dramatically, trying to dodge Keith Batson, and she still keeps the lead for the time being. Oh, Batson, careful there, buddy. Oh, he and Dylan Poteet got, oh, and he takes James Sykes with him. James Sykes went upside down in turns number 1 and 2. Dylan Young went respect the start-finish line. And that, no doubt, is going to knock James Sykes right out of the race here, the number 31 Singular Wireless Chevrolet. Take a look as to what happened here, and this is where Batson got loose right there after he and Poteet got together. Now watch Batson right across the track, right into the 31 car and the 33 of Daniel Bouchard as well too. Sykes goes right into the wall and up in the air on his side. Bouchard just goes into the wall. I don't think he got any damage from his. Well, he probably got a little bit of damage, but he has the opportunity to watch James Sykes on his roof. Mike Becker almost gets collected in the whole thing, but now here comes Ryan Brommer and Allison Rain. Brommer gets into him. Gabby Conklin gets into it. Clint Buchanan and Trent Dunham slides in a drift. Sykes gets back on all 4 wheels, or tries to get back on all 4 wheels, I should say, and then he does momentarily, but then I think he's going to go back on upside down again. There's some other cars getting into it there. Wes McCoy, Amanda Evans, Jessica Shelton, several others gets into this whole thing, and then just Sykes does get back on all 4 wheels, though, however, so that's good news for the 31 team. But, and that was 2 of our in-car cameras that got into this whole deal, too. On board Jessica Shelton, just going to see how let's see what her point of view was in this crash. And from Trent Dunham's perspective, there see that there Gabby Conklin and Cole Deaver got into each other coming through in up turn number 2. Trent tries to avoid getting hit, but then he gets into a couple other cars. And that's how Trent Dunham and Jessica Shelton saw from their points of view when it comes to either being in the crash or trying to avoid the crash. And I think Jess avoided it without getting any damage on her machine, so I think she's still good to go. But Dunham, on the other hand, I think he's got a little bit of a hood buckle on his number 26 Crown Royal Ford. So that said, pace car lights are off. We're about to get back under green flag racing here. Dylan Young is your leader. Second is Laura Chung. Third is Levi McIntyre. Dylan Poteet's in 4th. 5th position right now is Jesse Turner. 6th is Phil Parker. 7th is Seth Cole. 8th is Quentin Moore. 9th is Kyle Matthews. And 10th is Charles Samper. Then Matt McIntyre, Alexander Rowe, Zachary Fitzwater, Christian Vargas in 14th position. A good day for that 45 team. And Mike Becker runs 15th. In this race so far here, pace car on the pit road. 16th is Joshua Osborne. 17th is Paul Minnick. 18th Cole Deaver. 19th Daniel Bouchard. And 20th is John Andrews. Green flag back out, back on the way on lap number 21. Oh, Matt McIntyre gets into Kyle Matthews' car. McIntyre gets really loose, and Matthews is almost upside down. A crash on the front stretch. Big crash. Cement Oscon, Charles Sanford, Trent Dunham is in it. Zach Winkle's involved. Saw 21 car Roberto Crown Jr. get sideways here. Amanda Evans. You saw the 18 and Nathan Ormond involved. I think a lot of cars didn't get much in the crash. I think Ormond's car still could make a run at it here. And you see him right there, just about gets into Keith Batson's car. There's the Ormond gets in the pit road, as does Kyle Matthews, and Paul Minnick gets involved. Is in pit road too. And you saw the 26 of Trent Dunham go by as well too. So, well, as usual at Bristol, cautions breed cautions, and that was the case in the last couple restarts. And it all started with a 10 of Matt McIntyre. He and somebody else, I think, he and Quentin Moore got into each other coming off turn number 2. He gets into Matthews first, then Moore shoves McIntyre right into the inside wall. Goes up the track, gets into Matthews. I thought he was going to save it there for a minute, and then Matthews gets stuck in the wall by Charles Sanford. Then everybody scatters all over the place to see if they're going to miss the crash or not. A few of them didn't. See the Fort William Brock, the already damaged up Kodak Film Chevrolet. He was involved in the crash as well too. Sanford, I think, tries to get back up. I think I see a little bit of back end damage on the 24 DuPont Chevrolet. And Charles comes across the line 18th there. You see behind him Ryan Brommer and Christian Vargas. As Charles is now on pit road in the 24 DuPont Chevrolet and now comes back on the pit road. Or comes back off the pit road, I should say. 35 miles an hour pit road speed limit here. Bristol Motor Speedway is what the only track that's got the front stretch and back stretch pits. As a matter of fact, that used to be a thing in short track racing back in the day. And even at one time, there's a couple of 1 mile tracks that had backstretch pits there. Rockingham one time had one, and as did Darlington one time. Actually had a backstretch pit back in the day. And at one time, Martinsville also had a backstretch pit area as well too. So. Two more cars out of this race here. Kyle Matthews and Trent Dunham will join James Sykes and James Henry in the garage area here. Lap number 28, the green flag back out. And see if give it on the lap car, see if there's going to be any nuisance to the leaders here. Wes McCoy gets right into the 97 car of Jesse Turner. Got through one lap without any trouble, but we'll see what happens from here on out. Abby Conklin trying to get by the 22 car Dylan Poteet. See his 10 car Sans Hood right there as the yellow flag flies once again for the third time. Oh my God, William Brock! That's one for the frame right here, buddy. William Brock's car, a strange accident looks like on the number 4 car on the backstretch. And my guess would be he might have flipped and then landed his car on the backstretch. Yeah. This happening on lap number 29. Brock comes off turn number 2. He and Jessica Shelton get involved, get into it himself. Oh my God. That's unlike anything I've ever seen before in this series here. This deserves a real-time look. It's going to have him come off turn number 2. I swear, if anything weird happens in any offline series, it usually happens in mine. On board, Jessica Shelton. I think it seemed like when it looks from the in-car camera, it seemed like once Jess got up underneath Brock's car, it kind of pancaked Brock's car back up on top of the edge of that guardrail on the inside, separating the racetrack from pit road. Let's just say this one of those accidents that's just about unexplainable, it seems like. And that crash, unfortunately for William Brock and Jessica Shelton, has knocked them both out of the race here. And I tell you what, Jessica Shelton just having hard luck these last few races herself, except for a top 5 at Watkins Glen. But other than that, had a bad run at Michigan and a bad run, and didn't qualify all that well here today for tonight's race. But I tell you what, her crew. I tell you what, there's going to be some regrouping going on in that period. That's for sure. Before they head to Darlington for the Southern 500. Green flag back underway on lap number 35. 34 cars remain in this race here, and 26 of them on the lead lap. And Jesse Turner going for the lead on Dylan Young does not do so. Levi McIntyre's in third, battle for fourth going on. Well, Laura Chung is in fifth, or battle for fifth, I should say, going on between Phil Parker and Dylan Poteet. And Weston McCoy in the 41 car. It's a lap down 27 position here, and here comes Parker, gets by Poteet, gets by McCoy, and now tries to get by Chung. He does so move Phil Parker up to third position now. I should say Parker's up the fourth. And whoa, Quentin Moore sideways. Oh, don't do it, Quentin! Don't do it! Oh my gosh! They were 4-1 on the first stretch. You don't do that at Bristol! Oh my goodness! How have they not wrecked yet? That is a question. Oh my gosh, they're 3 wide. McIntyre's off the wall. McCoy almost rear-ends the back of that 10 car. Here comes Kat Batson in the 28 car. She's saying hood as well too. Keith Baston says, I'm out of this mess. I want to get on pit road and fix some more damage on the car. And Sanford gets in him. And Sanford gets tapped right in front of Osborne. And that is caution number 4 flying here at Bristol Motor Speedway. And oh my gosh. And meantime, Levi McIntyre's taking the lead. Boy, they were getting rambunctious and rowdy for about a couple, 3 laps here in this race here. But Sanford, well, somebody finally pulled the pin on the grenade and it finally went kablooey on everybody else here. So let's see what happened there. Paul Minnick gets stripped right in front of Sanford's car. Then Minnick's going to get right into Charles. Looks like, yeah, Charles is going to tap in the back of the 41 car. Weston McCoy sends him right in front of Joshua Osborne in a 20. Charles is going to go around he goes. Where he stops, nobody knows. And stops right in front of Mike Becker. Becker had to get hard on the brakes. And that number 43 car to keep from rearing the back of that 24 machine. But that caused caution number 4 to fly here at Bristol. And look at everybody just strewn all over the place here off turn number 4. Wow. Short track, nighttime short track at Bristol. Pretty tough to beat. And since we missed it, here's how Levi McIntyre took the lead. Jesse Turner led on lap 37 of this race, led the 36 lap of this race, and he gets off the wall, come out turn number 2. Well, almost did, but McIntyre foot flat to the floor at number 99 Office Depot Ford. And he'll take the Carl Edwards cars out in front here at Bristol. And Jesse's car got a little bit loose through 3 and 4. Levi keeps his foot back in it there. Jesse let that lap look like right there. But then when they get to turn number 1, McIntyre's So you get into turn number 1, it's going to be come off turn number 4. It's going to be McIntyre taking the spot, come off turn number 4. And I think he'll lead his first lap right here. Yes, he did. Green flag back out, lap number 45 here at Bristol Motor Speedway here. And Dylan Young already off the wall. Come on, turn number 2. Nathan Orman's going to get by those cars of Turner and Potey and Parker, or Young and Parker. And now here comes battle for lead. Jesse Turner and Levi McIntyre for the top spot. McIntyre off the wall, turn number 2. And Jesse Turner back to lead. This is on lap number 46. Orman trying to catch those front 2 cars and trying to get himself back on the lead lap and catch a caution. Orman currently is now 1 lap down in 27th position. He's the first car a lap down. And even despite being a lap down, he's still got a pretty good car here. McIntyre again for the lead on Jesse Turner. Turner has a spot there, but here comes McIntyre back off to number 4, and Levi's going to take it from Jesse Turner, come off the 4th turn here. Checks the fastest lap of the race so far here at 120.740 by Dylan Young. It's the fastest lap of the race so far. But boy, what a battle we got going on between Levi McIntyre and Jesse Turner. A pair of Fords going on here. One's number 99, the other number 97. A pair of black cars, one with a splash of red on it and the other a splash of gold on it. And Levi's not yet won the season, or Jesse's trying for his 2nd victory of the season, and now yellow flag flies for the 5th time here today. And it's Charles Samper, Ryan Brommer, and Joshua Osborne, and the 48 of Paul Minnick. So Charles Samper involved in yet another incident here at Bristol. I tell you what, though, let's see what happened there. Came out turn number 2. Osborne shoots up right, Samper shoots right up into Osborne's car and just stubs the 20 car into the wall. I'm sure Joshua's going to want to have a little bit of a chat with Charles in the garage area over that one. And then Ryan Brommer slams into him, and so does the 48 car of Paul Minnick. Joshua was running 11th when this all happened. It's happening on lap number 50 in this race. So 5 caution flags so far here at Bristol, and I don't think we're done wrecking yet. What's going to happen the rest of this race? We'll find out when we come back. Lap 56 is when this race is going to restart here at Bristol Motor Speedway. We'll have 55 down and 20 laps remaining in the Busch 500 night race at Bristol. It's Levi McIntyre in front. 2nd is Jesse Turner. 3rd is Phil Parker. 4th is Dylan Potey. And Seth Cole runs in 5th. 6th is Laura Chung. 7th is Zachary Fitzwater. 7th is Laura Chung. 6th is Dylan Young. 7th is Laura Chung. 8th is Zachary Fitzwater. 9th is Alexander Rowe. And Ryan George is in 10th. And what a start Levi McIntyre got. Oh, Osborne's now coming back on the racetrack here. Let's see what happens on off the 4th turn. I keep it down the apron if I were you, Joshua. Oh, and right in alongside of Amanda Evans, and he spins right on top of the 29 car of Brian Butcher. And that is caution number 6 that flies here, and he just comes off a pit road right in alongside the 8 car of Amanda Evans, and he gets arrow loose and spins, and collects the 29 car of Ryan Butcher. That was a strange incident right there. Well, strange, but again, like I said, it's Bristol. He comes up alongside Amanda Evans. He hits the brakes right there, gets alongside the 8 car, and just spins right there. And then right on top of the 29 car of Ryan Butcher. Butcher did not have anywhere to go. And then Ryan's car Vibrates is saying, "Get off of my car, Joshua," and he does eventually, but Butcher was running 22nd when this all happened too, but oh my gosh. Boy, how many more wrecks are we going to have here at Bristol? I'll tell you what. Not race always. Racing in Bristol lately just seems to be very, very rough and very, very tough. Let's put it that way. So Levi McIntyre continues late. Restart happens here in just a moment. 34 cars left in this race, and 24 of them remain on the lead lap. The event is put Joshua Osborne back into 33rd position, 2 laps down. Nathan Orman, still again the first car not on the lead lap. He is 25th in this race so far. Levi McIntyre, can he hold them all off for the last few laps of this race? We'll find out. Green flag for us back underway on lap number 64 here at Bristol. Jesse Turner is second, third is Seth Cole, fourth is Phil Parker, and Dylan Poteet is fifth. Here comes Parker to the inside of Seth Cole for third. Come off turn number 2 right there. Phil Parker up to third position. Now he gets by Seth Cole. See if he's got anything on. Here comes Jesse Turner for the lead. And he's got it. Come out the 4th corner, and McIntyre slams the wall. Yellow flag flies for the 7th time. It's happening on lap 65. We have 10 laps to go in this race. And it looked like the 48 car, Paul Minnick, I believe, that caused the yellow flag to fly on the restart. Oh my dear God. Well, this last half of lap, Paul Minnick this last lap there, Paul Minnick has got bounced like a pinball. It's all started right about here. Watch this area. He's right in the middle of the track here trying to avoid everybody. Joshua Osborne just puts him right into the 7 car of Alexander Rowe. Osborne just about tapped the 15 car of Allison Rain and also sent Allison around. Paul tries to avoid the 88 Keith Benson, bounces off of Osborne again. Paul gets loose, and now watch this. That deserves a screenshot, because here, like I said, you don't go 4 wide at Bristol, or else this is your results. Up in the catcher thing goes Ryan George, Quentin Moore, and Paul Minnick. Minnick pirouettes. Oh my gosh, he goes almost over the track. I mean, pirouettes on his nose, and then goes back on all 4s, but major damage to the 48 car. Paul and Quentin Moore. This car not worse for wear neither. Same with Ryan George. Oh my God. Oh my gosh. Real time. And I do not know why Paul Minnick's car is not dead yet. And I do mean capital D, capital E, and capital D. Dead. Oh my dear gosh. That is one of the nastiest crashes I've ever seen at Bristol in NNSCRA, in our offline. We'll keep an eye on the pace cars lights. I think that we'll be going green flag this time by, and we will do so. And this will happen on lap number 71. We are at lap number 70 now at this race here. Can Jesse Turner hold on to win his 2nd race of the season? We'll find out. Levi McIntyre's been one of the dominant cars so far. Dylan Young is in 3rd position. 4th right now is Dylan Poteet. Fifth right now is Seth Cole. Sixth is Roberto Crown Jr. having a solid day so far. We haven't talked much about him. Laura Chung is in seventh. Clint Buchanan eighth. Allison Rain ninth. And Zachary Fitzwater rides 10th. And Phil Parker made an unscheduled pit stop, though. He's back in 23rd position here. But green flag will apply. 70 laps in the books. 5 laps to go. Who wins the Busch 500? Ooh, Levi got a good start on Turner. Turner's looking for a second victory of the season. McIntyre looking for his first. Off the 4 turn to come. 4 laps remaining in the race here. Back. And the caution flag flies again. And it's Phil Parker hard in the wall. And that may have just been the end of the race. And if that's the case, Jesse Turner's won his second race of the season with McIntyre second. And Levi taking it all out on Jesse Turner. I don't know what that was all about. But sure, probably a doggone second place again. But Zach Winkle gets off the wall, come on turn number 2, then right into John Andrews, and there's the 3 car of Cole Deaver. He slams into the wall himself. And here comes Phil Parker in the 40 car. Tries to avoid Deaver, and a bad hit for Phil Parker, and same with Keith Badson in the 28 car. Oh my gosh, how many red cards do we have so far at Bristol? Oh my god. Well, the field's come across the line to take 2 laps to go, so that is going to be the race there. And Jesse Turner is going to get his second victory of the season, as he'll take the gold and black Sharpie Ford to victory lane. It's his second of the season, both of them on short tracks. He won at Martinsville, the first race over there, and now he wins the night race at Bristol. And I'm sure for Jesse, it's going to be one of his favorite wins for sure. Levi McIntyre had the dominant car all day. He ends up finishing second. He and Turner actually had the 2 of the dominant cars, to be fair. Dylan Young, he'll end up finishing third. Point leader Dylan Poteet, he'll end up finishing fourth in today's race. There, a good day for him. Fifth will go to Seth Cole. Sixth place will go to Roberto Crown Jr., 21 car. How about that? How about that 21 ride? A 6th place finish for him. Laura Chung will finish in 7th position today. 8th will go to Clint Buchanan, his 2nd straight top 10 for the Pennzoil Chevrolet for Clint, as the white flag flies here. 9th place will go to Tito McCoy, another surprise. He ends up finishing 9th, and Allison Rain will come home in 10th position. Zachary Fitzwater 11th, 12th Ryan Brommer, Samant Oscon 13th, 14th will go to Alexander Rowe, Amanda Evans 15th, Ryan Butcher 16th, John Andrews 17th, 18th the Christian Vargas, 19th Quentin Moore, and Ryan George will finish in 20th. But the pace car leads the field off turn number 4, so it's a shame we didn't get to see a finish under green here. But I'm sure Jesse Turner will take it any way he can. The checker flag waves, and there it is. Jesse Turner wins the Busch 500 at Bristol Motor Speedway. And there's the Sharpie Ford as they'll go to victory lane here today. Started about mid-pack, and he ends up going to victory lane here today, and he crashes right into the... Well, everybody else is going to crash into each other. Okay. Okay. Well then, so fitting into this racer, so that's about all everybody did was crash. "24 races in the books, and we are going to have 10, and we have now 9 races left on the season. We go to Darlington next, and then we go to Richmond, Dover, Martinsville, North Wilkesboro, then Charlotte, Rockingham, Phoenix, and the finale at Atlanta Motor Speedway. So the season 24, or season 31, excuse me, is about head towards conclusion here. Rest of the finishing order here, 21st will go to Zach Winkle, 22nd will go to Mike Becker, the last car to finish on the lead lap. Nathan Orman, 23rd, 24th will go to Gabby Conklin, Wes McCoy, 25th, Kat Batson, 26th, Matt McIntyre, 27th, Charles Samper, 28th, 29th, Daniel Bouchard, 30th to Joshua Osborne, Paul Minnick, 31st, Cole Deaver, 32nd, Phil Parker, 33rd, Keith Batson, 34th, Jessica Shelton, 35th, then William Brock, 36th, Kyle Matthews, 37th, 38th, Trent Dunham, 39th, James Sykes, 40th to James Henry. So, amazingly, 9 cars only out of this race here today. As many wreck cars we've had here, I'm surprised we didn't have more than that. I'm surprised the electrician list didn't go to where Ormond was. But it looks like the teams are going to be putting in the overtime before they prepare for Darlington, which is next on the tour for the Mountain Dew Southern 500. If you like what you see here, be sure to subscribe to the NNSCRA Sports Gaming channel. We got everything on the channel. We got inner races, we got gaming videos, we got inner online videos. Whatever the president of the NNSCRA, Seth Cole, desires to have for his channel, be sure to check out Seth's Dorsell Cup Series, which is the main series on his channel. And if you want in on future seasons of Dorsell Cup, then be sure to get with Seth, and he'll get you going. And also be sure to check out our other 2 channels that does NNSCRA offline series, and those 2 channels being from our 2nd and 3rd place finishers here today. The channel of our 2nd place finisher, Levi McIntyre, his channel is Thrash Mania at 99. He's the man who does the NNSCRA Marvel Studios Cup Series. Subscribe to that channel for some cool stuff on his channel, and also be sure to subscribe to our 3rd place channel finisher's channel, Dylan Young. His channel is X8675309858X. He's the man who does the NNSCRA Spectrum Mobile Cup Series, so be sure to subscribe to his channel for some cool stuff as well too. And also to this channel you're watching right now, the NNSCRA Sports the Gaming channel, for a lot of great NNSCRA stuff. Again, like I said, we got in our races, we got in our online races, we got gaming videos, whatever Seth Cole desires to have to put on his channel. So that will do it here today at Bristol. Congratulations once again to Jesse Turner, the winner of the Busch 500. For now, this is James Qualls. This has been a production of the NNSCRA, celebrating 10 years of off-line racing at its best. We'll see you at Darlington for the Mountain Dew Southern 500.
Greg, did you have any ignition problems?